I need to draw more sketches here, so I select this grouped area and go to sketch environment. Now I want to draw a simple rectangle and I want to add some corners to this rectangle. So this is this. Let's have a little zooming. So I select the corner tool and select these two lines and I add a corner here. I make sure that this is going to be about 5 millimeters in radius. So I type in 5. And again, this is going to be another 5 here. And another 5 here. Let's pan down a little bit. And this is going to be 5. And another 5 here. And I don't want to draw every line here and every sketch. I want to show you that this is easy to work with these profiles. Okay, now I need to go a little bit upper, and this bottom line is 60 millimeter below the horizontal vector, so this is going to be 60, and the distance between these two lines are about 45 millimeters. So I type in 45 here for the distance. And let's pan out. And I guess I have made a mistake in previous sections about this sketch. I'm going to correct it here. But this line is going to be 140 millimeters. And I type in 140 here. And again, I need some more constraints. This line and this vertical vector are about 35 millimeters away from each other. Now you can see that it is fully defined. So I exit my workbench, and now I know that I have made a mistake in creating this sketch for the previous surface stamp. So I go and select this sketch and double click on that, and that's the problem. Now I remove this 90 millimeters. I select this line and the horizontal vector, and now these should be 90 millimeters. So I type in 90 and that's corrected. I exit my workbench and everything is going to be recalculated here. Now again, I should go to sketch 4 and make sure that this is correctly defined, because I guess I have made another mistake here, and that should be this. I have to remove this, and the distance between this top line and the bottom line is going to be 140, and it is 10 millimeters more than what I need to. So I exit my workbench, I go to insert menu, go to stamping and select surface stamp. Now I need to have 90 degrees. This is going to be 3 millimeters and the radii are going to be 1 and 2, and make sure that the correct sketch is selected and the arrow is looking downward or inwards. So I click on OK. Now I have created this. Okay. Now I want to select this face, go to sketch environment. Now I want to draw more shapes here. So let's zoom in a little bit. And of course I can create the, holes for the parts. I'm not going to create all of them. I just want to draw 2 circles, and these 2 circles are here and here, and they should be 7 millimeters in radius. That means 40 millimeters of diameter, and this one is also 14 millimeters in diameter, and their center is above 65 millimeters above this horizontal vector, and this is 65. This should be the same, but I want to make sure that these two are about 20 millimeters away from each other, so I add the constraints here and make sure that this is 20 millimeters. And now that this is 20 millimeters, I can make sure that these are in coincidence with each other. So I select this center and press Ctrl and select the center and make sure that this is there's a coincidence here. And I can see that this is not working like this. So let's cancel this out, select the center of this one, and select this horizontal line. And of course I can add a 65 millimeters as well. So I type in 65. They are in correct position right now. And I guess I need another constraint. This is 47 millimeters away from this vertical vector. I double click and make sure that it's 47. Now these are fully defined. Okay, I need one more piece of profile here. Now I want to draw this like this. Let's zoom in. As I told you, I'm not going to draw everything, so I start by clicking here. Let's zoom in and pan up, and it goes down to the left, and I want a 3-point arc here, so I select the 3-point arc. This is the first point that I have, this is the second point, and this is the third point. And now I make sure that there is a coincidence here. Now I go to the left, go up, go to right, and whenever I'm here, I select the 3-point arc again, and this is the same center, and this is the same place that this goes down. And now I finish my profile. Now I have some symmetries here. I want to add some more constraints. These constraints are as following. This is going to be 3 millimeters in radius, and the same is here, 3 millimeters of radius. So I double click and make sure that this is 3. And now I want to have this as 40 millimeters. Type in 40. Now you can see that this is changing, and this line, I press Control, and no, do not press Control. I select this line, and these two are 12 millimeters away from each other. And if I do this, you can see that my shape is being distorted. So I press Control Z. I want to do something. I select this line, and press Control and select this point. Now I want to have a coincidence point here. I can see that this is moving like this. And again, I select this and this point and this, and have press escape. This is wrong. And select this line, and this point, and select the constraint defined equidistance again here. Now I want to make sure that these two centers are about 45 millimeters away from each other. So I select these 2 points and add this constraint. I make sure that this is 40 millimeters, of course, and everything is like this. Okay, now I should make sure that this is in coincidence with this line, and for this I need to have a coincidence. Now you can see that it is working, and of course this line should be in coincidence with this line. I need a lot of constraints here to make sure that my shape is not distorting. This is again in coincidence with this line, and I add this. Now I can make sure that if I change this to 12, everything is okay. Okay, now I want to have some more constraints here. I want to select this line, that is the bottom line of this, and the horizontal vector, and make sure that these are 10 millimeters away from each other. This is 5. I should make sure that this is 10. It goes up, and now I need another constraint, and that's this. The center of this circle and the vertical vector. These should be 47 millimeters away. So I select the constraint and add this 47. And now you can see that this is fully defined. Now I can draw some other ports here. For example, another square here, for example, and I want to draw this square here. I want to draw a square. That's a rectangle, of course. And this rectangle is about 15 millimeters in height. So I type in 15, and it should be about 25 millimeter below the horizontal vector. So I add this 25, and I need some more constraints here, and one of these is this, and the width is 36, I guess. So I double click, and this should be 36, and no, that's too much. It should be 32. That's it. And of course, this line is in coincidence with this line. So I select the, oh no, I should come back to the sketch. I double click here, select this line and this line, and add a constraint of coincidence. That's it. Now I can exit my workbench, and I want to have a cut out all, I want to cut inside all of these. So I zoom out a little bit, select the cut out tool, and that is under insert, cutting, cut out, and up to last is selected here, and the sketch is going to be sketch 5. Now by clicking on OK, you can see that I have some openings for the computer ports here. Now you can add some more ports, but for the sake of saving the time, I don't want to do this.